Hey, and welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about the reality of working a job that has odd hours. So as you can see, I'm filming this video in the middle of the day. So I definitely don't have a regular job, like a 9 to 5 job, right? And honestly, I've had a lot of jobs, probably more than the average person my age. Look how pretty it is, guys. I just had to take a little break for that because it's so beautiful. But anyways, I've had a lot of different jobs, probably more than the average person my age, right? So I think I have a little bit of experience on the topic. I've done door-to-door sales, which was only commission, which was honestly really rough, but it taught me a lot about rejection and learning to keep on pushing forward even whenever people reject you. So that was kind of cool. I've been a receptionist, so I have worked a 9 to 5 before. I have cleaned houses. I've been a waitress for most of the time, actually, in and out. I've been a server for probably like 4.5, 5 years. I've worked multiple restaurant jobs, just in like the service industry, so I've done service industry jobs. This isn't really a job, but I've sold stuff on Facebook and made probably at this point over $1,000, so that's pretty sick. I've been a vocal teacher, of course, which I currently am doing now. Oh guys, look, there's a mourning dove. There's a lot of mourning doves in my apartment complex. One of them stopped and sat on my balcony while I was outside yesterday, and it was so sweet. It was so pretty and so cute. Oh, look how cute. Some kids drew some cute art. That's cool. I love this little community that I live in. It's really cute, actually. Just the way it's set up, it's like very walkable and it feels like a little town. So I really like that. Another job I've done like delivery, so like food delivery or like grocery delivery. I've worked at Walmart, like in the deli section. And I did the bakery section too, so I would decorate cakes sometimes. The point is I've had a lot of different kinds of jobs, so I definitely have seen both sides of like having regular hour jobs and jobs that don't necessarily have the average time frame hours, right? I have worked a few 9 to 5 jobs, which would be my receptionist jobs that I've worked at. I've worked at a car dealership and like a spa. Honestly, to me, those were the most boring jobs I've had out of all the jobs that I've had. And it was because like I would finish my tasks and then I would just kind of like sit there and like either watch movies or just like mindlessly scroll on my phone or like there wasn't anything for me to do, and I didn't really like feel like I had a lot of purpose. And for some people that's their jam. So, you know, if you just want to get paid to do nothing, then, you know, good for you, you know, because everybody has their place in this world. Everybody likes different things and, you know, thrives better in different environments. But for me, even if it is like a service job or something that seems not as important, which just isn't true. Every job is important. If it's a job, then it's needed. I just thrive better whenever I'm moving around or feeling like I am, you know, doing something and not just sitting on my phone or watching TV all day. But the reality of working odd hours is you're on a different time clock than the rest of the world. Well, not the rest of the world, but I guess the average person. I've worked a lot of different hours. Like, whenever I worked at Walmart, I worked 1 to 10, which was pretty terrible, just because it was just like in the middle of the day. Whenever I've worked serving jobs, which I've worked almost about 5 years now, it's usually nighttime, so it's usually anywhere from like 3 to 5, clocking in and then getting out anywhere from 9 to 2 a.m., just depending on where you work. Right now I work at a bar on the weekends, so that's why it's like super late. But yeah, so with that comes like you wake up at different hours and your off days are like in the middle of the week. Like my off days are Tuesday and Sunday. I'm actually so blessed to be able to have Sunday off. I haven't had Sundays off in probably like 4 years because I've always been serving. But normally it was like Monday, Tuesday. So with that, there's advantages, obviously, right? Like, oh, I can go and do something in the middle of the week and it's not going to be as busy, like if I go out in public or something. If I want to go out to eat or go grocery shopping, there'll be less people out, right? But with that, sometimes you might miss out on things that are like events that are scheduled on Saturdays, right? Because you're working, which has been a lot of things for me. Like, oh, like there's a party, or oh, there's a event or something, or like I really want to go to like farmers markets. So that's me. Like I'm like, the farmer market is in the morning and I work. But anyways, so my point is that like the reality of working odd hour jobs is that you're going to be somewhat different from the rest of the world, right? But to me, I feel like it's more freedom, right? Because it's not like I'm waking up, going to work, coming home and getting ready for bed and doing it all over again, you know? And I feel like a lot of people are catching on to that lately. A lot of people are like realizing, hey, this is kind of not it, you know, like we're just working for the weekend kind of thing. So, you know, a lot more people have online jobs or different kinds of jobs. I noticed that like a lot of people my age work service jobs or jobs kind of like that, mainly because nowadays, you know, getting a degree and trying to work your way up in the corporate world just isn't attainable anymore. It's not, the system is failing. So, I mean, I know a few people maybe that do work in the corporate world, but it's just not as common as I feel like it might have been 20 years ago. So that's the reality of it. Also, the reality is you're going to be waking up later than the average person. So some people wake up at like 6 a.m. so they can go to the gym before work, or they wake up, you know, at 7 a.m. to get to work. And for me, most days I'm waking up like, if it's a good day, I'm waking up 9:30. But most days it's anywhere from like 10, 10:30, 11. Just because like you get home later, so you obviously have to unwind and like do your chores or whatever, enjoy some of your time after work, and then, you know, go to sleep. So that also can be an adjustment, like if you're going from 9 to 5 to odd hours, because you're just going to be like in a different rhythm than most people, you know. So society tells you, oh, like if you don't wake up at 8 a.m. and grind in the morning and finish everything that you want to do in 2 hours worth of time before you go to work, then you're a failure. That's just not going to apply to you if you have odd hour jobs, right? So that's something that I've been trying to be better at with myself, like talking to myself wise, because I have like a lot of things that I want to get done, but I also have to realize that like I wake up at a different time. Like I can still get those things done, but I can't hate on myself for waking up at 10 whenever like I go to bed later. Like, so if you are thinking about transferring from a 9 to 5 job to something with different hours, that's something to consider for sure. Because, you know, the world is set up different for everybody. So that's something to kind of realize. Yeah, that's why I really wanted to make this video though, is for people who might be interested in, you know, getting out of the rat race kind of thing and like just doing something different. And maybe this would like help that person to actually see the reality of it rather than just all the pretty stuff. Oh, you know, you get days off in the middle of the day and you can go outside in the middle of the day, which is great. I love it. I love that I can go on these beautiful little walks in the middle of the day and then go do my job later. You know, I can enjoy outside. That's a big thing for me, is being able to have time during the daytime to be outside, which for me it's super important. Like if I'm not outside, then I can feel my energy and my mental health deplete. It's beautiful to be outside. So I really just wanted to make this video for those people, you know, because if I was in a 9 to 5 and I hated it, I'd probably do that. I'd probably look up some YouTube videos like, hey, what's the reality of working odd hours? that's also like, I just love making these videos because I also just want to help people too in whatever way I can. And I feel like I can articulate myself well, so I like to do that in these videos. And plus, I just love being outside. And yeah, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, so yay! I hope that this video helped you if you are thinking about making the switch, or you just think that this is entertaining to watch. My advice to you, if you're thinking about getting out of your corporate job and doing something different, do it if you want to. I feel like life is too short to be stuck in something that you don't want to do, even if it's hard, because like nothing in life that's easy is worth it. But most of the time, if something's hard, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth the hardness of the task. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today.